I was like, I'm not going to try to get into a fight, Rachel. Come on.
I am.
Yes, I do.
Uh-huh.
And welcome back to the Oklahoma Today podcast. I'm your host, Ben Lucian, and I might be a little biased, but I feel like the very best video content is produced right here in the Oklahoma Today studios for the Oklahoma Today podcast. But the next best video content you can watch is streamed every year at the deadCenter Film Festival, which is returning to Oklahoma City June 11th through the 15th. This is the fan favorite Oscar qualifying festival that is now entering its 25th year. So we're going to talk to Cacky Poarch, the founding executive director of deadCenter Film Festival, talk about the special things people can anticipate when they head out to the event this year. We'll get to that in a moment. First, a friendly reminder to please hit subscribe if you've not already done so. We're about a month out from our July 1st 200 subscriber goal. We are so close to hitting that goal, so I know if you just click that button right now, we can make it there. So with that said, let's go ahead and bring on the full team. How are we all doing today?
Good. What?
Good.
What's
Hello.
over here?
On Carly's arm?
I have a bear tattoo. That's what that is.
A bear tattoo.
From when I went to California. So
I didn't remember that you had it, and I was like, what is that?
Okay.
it's a bear.
That was a weird way to start the show.
It's a good thing to get in California because they're known for bears.
It's a state mammal. It's the state mammal of California. Is the brown bear.
There's
So
one on the flag. But this is not a California show.
I was gonna
so
say.
Forget about them. This is the Oklahoma Today show. So we're going to talk about Oklahoma Today things. Are we big fans of movies here?
Yes.
Yes.
No one who's a
Big time.
book purist, only books,
I like books and movies. Why not both?
There's room for both.
And music, even.
and music. Wow.
It's a lot harder to eat popcorn while you're
Trifecta.
reading a book.
Yes, it is hard to do that. Movies are made for snacking, which is why we love them. So our question of the week this time is all about comfort movies. Now, when I say comfort movie, like what comes to mind for you all? What does comfort movie mean?
To me, it means that it's just something that I can watch over and over and over again and still enjoy it.
Yeah.
I know that neurodivergent people love to rewatch movies because it's comforting to know exactly what is going to happen.
Yes.
And so just rewatching a good movie is comforting to me.
Agree.
That
Agree.
explains why a lot of people here like. But yeah, this is not necessarily the absolute best movies in your judgment, although they can be. It's the movies that you find comfort in, or make you feel at home. So, Editor-in-Chief Nathan Gunner, comfort movies. What comes to mind?
I have a lot of them. I have my favorite one is a story about what comfort movies mean to me.
Okay.
So when I was in college, I went to college in North Carolina, and my freshman year was the fall of 1998. I was really, really, really homesick one day. And I didn't really have time to be homesick. I had a lot of homework and stuff to do, so I went out to the student union thing, which was right by my dorm, and I got some food, and I was coming back, and there's like a big lawn there, right? And as I was coming back, there were all these people sitting out watching a movie, and it was just starting, and it was Twister. They were doing like the movie outside, and it was Twister, and I was so homesick, and so I sat there and I watched all of Twister with my little food. And it was like the greatest, cure for homesickness. So Twister for me is a big one, but Airplane, huge.
Yes.
I can watch that movie I've literally watched it hundreds of times, if not thousands, and it's still as funny to me as the day I first saw it. There's a great movie that everyone hates but me called Noises Off that I really recommend. It's a wonderful movie. The cast is Carol Burnett, Michael Caine, Christopher Reeve, John Ritter, Nicolette Sheridan, Julie Haggerty, who was also in Airplane. It's a great cast. It's a film adaptation of a Broadway play. Peter Bogdanovich directed it. It got terrible reviews, but I love it. So that's a big one for me. I love that one. And then the Star Trek movie with the whales. Yeah, that's a great one.
Is that like
it's number 4. The Voyage Home. Yeah, and actually the 6th one too with Kim Cattrall. That one's really good too.
Yes.
So I have a lot of comfort movies.
Yes.
Oh, Real Genius with Val Kilmer. Another one. That one's great. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, Carly. Yeah.
Probably that's not going to be on your list.
No.
Kirsten, what about you? What are your comfort movies?
I don't know if I have a comfort movie right now because I think of a comfort movie more as something that's like a pick-me-up or like I can zone into completely.
Yes.
In high school, it was the movie Lawless.
Okay. Yeah, interesting choice.
Yeah, that or like maybe the newer version of Great Gatsby even. Just something like that. I do more TV shows for comfort stuff than I do movies because I can binge them for longer.
Well,
Yeah.
what is do you have a comfort show that you want to share?
Grey's Anatomy.
Yes.
There's so much that happens. It's just easy to get sucked in and just.
And the great thing
like
about
blind
binging a show
yourself.
like that is you can stop literally anywhere.
Yeah.
Like anywhere at all, and it'll just keep going. Yeah.
very
Nice.
true.
That's a good answer.
Yes. Senior editor Carly Barr, what about you?
So my biggest ones are probably Beetlejuice, The Addams Family, and Addams Family Values. It's hard to choose between the two because they're so wonderful. And the Rocky Horror Picture Show, which I've
sounds like a
probably
theme.
seen more, goth weirdos,
Yeah, it's
pretty
Halloween,
much.
yeah.
Like, I think I've seen Rocky Horror probably more than any other movie that I've ever watched, and it's the 50th anniversary of
Oh,
it this
really?
year, so
I
it's
didn't
coming
know
back.
that.
I mean, it's always in theaters. It has been in theaters
Yeah.
since it came out, but they're doing more like special things
That's
this year,
cool.
so it's
I
really
didn't know
fun.
that.
I love that movie so much.
And then Lyric, every year around Halloween, they do a live version of it. If you've not been to it, please do yourself a favor and go because it is so fun.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that was some good information. I didn't know about the Rocky Horror anniversary coming up. Megan Rossman, what about you?
The Secret Garden and Castaway are some movies that I
Castaway.
watch repeatedly. Like various period dramas. And of course Bram Stoker's Dracula. And there are more, but I can't think of any.
I was gonna say, I feel like anytime I see a movie that has like period dress and Helena Bonham Carter, I'm like, Megan would be into this.
Yeah. The Crown, I know it's not a movie, but
Oh no,
It's
that's a
still
good
very-
comfort
a lot
show
of
though.
them
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
Especially season 4 with Gillian Anderson.
anything with British people talking softly is very soothing to me.
Yes, we need to hire more British people for the podcast.
What about you, Ben?
Well, I already said this one earlier when we were talking about it. No Country for Old Men. I just watch that movie all the time.
So comforting.
I love that movie.
Now,
It's a good
there's-
movie.
There's like certainly a lot of like really kind of almost disturbing scenes in there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't know. I think the characters are just really well portrayed in that movie. I find just sort of the juxtaposition of this very lonely kind of desolate place, but also this like horrible reckoning that comes to face it. It's just really interesting. I think the way the Coen brothers kind of adapted that novel was really interesting. So
There is a sereneness to that movie.
It's a beautiful movie.
It is
It
gorgeous.
looks really good.
Yeah.
if we're looking for maybe one that's not as intense, Princess Bride. I love.
Oh,
it's a
who
great
doesn't love that
movie.
movie?
Extremely quotable.
Extremely.
Yes.
Oh.
We might talk more about it later, so don't spill all the beans.
What did they say? The people.
What did
The
People say
people
online.
had stuff to say. Yes. Lacey Wooten is a fan of Dazed and Confused.
It's a good one.
The
So funny.
90s comedy classic. Dan Rule, who actually, if you're watching this, he was Mr. Rule to me.
Oh.
I don't think he knows that I'm on this show, or maybe he does. I don't know. But he was a teacher. I had him as a teacher. He said Groundhog Day.
That's a good movie.
Yes.
That's a great movie. Yeah. Good comfort film.
I've watched that quite a few times. Julie Cummings is a fan of Christmas Vacation. Definitely, I think there's a lot of Christmas movies that could fit.
Oh, for sure.
The
Christmas
bill
Story
here.
is a big one for
Muppet
me,
Christmas Carol.
Yes. Leanne Hurley Brown loves Lonesome Dove.
Oh, I've never
Oh.
seen that.
No, but someone was telling me to read the book recently. So.
Yeah, it's supposed to be really good.
And then finally, Karen Morris is a big fan of Red October, of course, with Sean Connery and Alec Baldwin.
It's a good movie.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, thank you everyone for sharing. And now I guess we'll go ahead and head to the deadCenter headquarters, which are really just down the street from our office, and we'll hear from Cacky. So we are joined today by our good friend and the founding executive director of the deadCenter Film Festival, Cacky Poarch. Thanks for being on the show today.
Oh, of course. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So as of this, or by the time this comes out, we're just like about a week away from the festival. What's sort of the feeling right now heading into the big event, you know?
Well, of course, it's going to be amazing. This is the biggest festival we've ever had. We have programmed over 200 films, which is crazy. As I think hopefully everyone at this point knows, we have 5 icons, which is the most we've ever done. 5 for 25. We're excited to celebrate them. We have a record number of filmmakers that will be in town. We will actually have 25 world premieres, which is huge for our festival. That's the most we've ever had. So we're really fired up about year 25.
Yes. So yeah, 25 years, that's a huge milestone, quarter of a century. That means 25 years deadCenter is out of college, I guess.
That's exactly right.
Yes.
Out there in the world.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. When we, because actually deadCenter turned 21 kind of right out of COVID, so couldn't quite drink yet. You know what I mean? Like couldn't, so now, yes, full celebration.
Right, deadCenter, we did some finding of itself.
That's right.
Now
That's right. That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
I guess so. What is the 25 years? Because, like I said earlier, founding executive director, you were there from kind of the humble origins. So, what's the sort of feeling like now that it's been 25 years?
It's amazing. We're all very, very proud. And a lot of the old OGs are back and are going to be helping with the festival. Like we're going to have at the hub this year, it's Oklahoma Contemporary. So we're going to have panels, and we will also have a legacy lounge. So we will have memorabilia from the last 25 years, and that's being curated by Lance McDaniel, which is a previous executive director, and Kim Haywood, who is a previous program director and actually the first employee that we ever hired. So it's awesome to have them involved. We're going to have some flashback screenings there. That will also be where our awards ceremony will be. This will be our biggest awards ceremony ever. So that, because again, we're going to honor our 5 icons. And then we have added some awards this year. We're going to have a jury awards for our 3 short film Oscar qualifying. In the past, we've only done a jury award for 1 short film. Now we're going to do it for all 3, for animation, for live action, and for documentary, as we are a Oscar qualifying film festival for all of those categories, which we're one of only 27 film festivals in the United States.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome. We're really proud of that. So everything is just going to be bigger and better.
Yes. Well, I'm going to read off a few names here. Amy Scott, Haley McFarland, Adam Hampton, musician Wayne Coyne, and Oklahoma City Mayor David Holt. Now, these are the 5 people I've recruited for my new punk band. But I understand they are
Can't wait to see them.
Film icons this year.
They are. Even though actually David Holt is our community icon. He has been an enormous supporter of our festival forever, and he is all around a supporter, not only of Oklahoma City, but of the arts. So we appreciate everything he does for our community. So, and that's something actually Lance McDaniel started as the Icon Awards, and we're bringing back the Community Icon Award to honor Mayor David Holt. But yes, our 4 other icons, Wayne Coyne, we're thrilled to honor him, of course. Everyone knows him as, the lead singer of the Flaming Lips, which of course we're all he's the coolest, and I mean the concert last summer was amazing, and we are even going to have the closing night screening, UFOs in the Zoo.
Yes. And I think as a musician, you can tell he thinks like a filmmaker.
He does. He does, and that was in, I think it was 2. So we have premiered several of his films. One was UFOs in the Zoo. We screened that by the railroad tracks, in downtown Oklahoma City, just put those screens literally on the railroad tracks. But we also screened his film, Christmas on Mars, and he and his crew set up a huge circus tent in Bricktown, and we screened it in there, and it was crazy because it had been raining and it was muddy, but the excitement surrounding that film was unbelievable, and he was so excited. So it was really cool to be a part of that. We've also, as a closing night screening, did Fearless Freaks, which is a documentary about the Flaming Lips. So he has been intertwined with our festival for years. Yes. So we're thrilled to bring him back and honor him.
Yes. And a few of the other icon winners, Adam Hampton, I've been seeing his movies for years.
Indeed. And he's going to actually be in 3 movies this year. He also just recently this year won the largest screenwriting prize ever, over $1 million, which is huge for him. He also just wrote a movie that Mel Gibson starred in, which is called, the name has changed, but it's out in the world. So he's had a big year, a big career. And I mean, Outsider Productions, they really started at deadCenter.
Yes.
Yes, and they were all at the kickoff, which was on May 15th, and it was great to have them all back. And Reverence, of course, is a big film that he's in this year. That's one of our opening night films, opening night Okie style.
Right.
That'll premiere at the Harkins Theater on June 11th. And right before that, we're going to show a series of Okie films. And we are absolutely leaning into honoring all of our Oklahoma filmmakers this year.
Yes, it sounds like, and we can talk about more in a minute, but it sounds like one of the most Oklahoma deadCenter film festivals, to date. It's always very Oklahoma, but even more so this year.
Yes, so that is because we started as a platform for Oklahoma filmmakers. And so that was something that was really important to us, was that we really, I guess, come back to our roots, but really honor our Oklahoma filmmakers and those voices that, that we help uplift and hopefully have helped grow their careers. One premiere this year is Jurassic Games Extinction. Yes.
The much anticipated.
That's right. And it's awesome. I've seen it. I'm thrilled that everyone's going to see it. But Ryan Belgart, who actually is the owner of Boiling Point Studios, that's his film. And he, back in the day, was with the Movie Guys, with KAUT. And so he was doing, film reviews with Lucas Ross. And he was sitting in a theater and he was listening to a director talk about their film after the screening. And he said to himself, I want to be that guy. I want to be that guy. I want to do a film. I want to stand up here in front of deadCenter and talk about my film. And now he is that guy. And so it's awesome. There are a lot of stories like that we've heard over the last 25 years, in particular this year, as we're celebrating our 25th year. And it's exciting. Not only that, that he has a studio, but that he's bringing a film to premiere, and we're all going to celebrate that at the 25th annual deadCenter Film Festival.
Yes, absolutely. And then to the 2 other icons we haven't mentioned, Amy and Haley, what can you tell people about their contribution?
Yes, so Haley McFarland is an actress, but she also has produced, but she's going to be in the film Anywhere this year, which will be its Oklahoma premiere. And actually, believe it or not, I knew her as a very young girl when I taught acting back in the day. And she was always, even as a young girl, very, very motivated. She knew that she had to take acting classes, she knew that she had to take dance classes, and she knew she had to take voice classes. And it was all in order to prepare to become a working actress. And she's done an amazing job. And I remember one time watching her on Law & Order, and she was one of the characters that had the full arch of, she was a victim, oh no, she's a villain, and then she got shot. And yes, and she's premiered, she has not only been in several films, but in several films in deadCenter. So we're excited to bring her home from LA and celebrate her. And then of course, Amy Scott too is an Okie. Raised here in Oklahoma City, and she is bringing a Counting Crows documentary, which we're so excited about. No one has seen it, or at least not in Oklahoma. And years ago, we also premiered Howl here in Oklahoma. So we're thrilled to bring her back. She's done some amazing rock docs. She did one with Sheryl Crow. So I'm so excited she's going to be here, that we get to celebrate her, and we get to watch the Counting Crows documentary. I'm really excited about that.
That is really cool. I'm excited for that as well. We've already talked about some of the things going on at deadCenter this year, but what else can people look forward to if they head out to this year, and how are we making the 25 years special?
That's right. Well, we do. So we have gone back to 5 days, 5 for 25. So again, we're kicking things off on June 11th, Okie style, with Okie shorts and the Oklahoma feature Reverence. And then throughout the whole weekend, we will have films truly all day long, and it's really something for everyone. So short films, feature narratives, feature documentaries. We will also have an enormous panel series. And actually our panel series is free, and that is all at Oklahoma Contemporary. And if you'll download our app, we have an app, deadCenter app, or on our website, deadcenterfilm.org, you can see our full schedule. So there is something for everyone throughout the day, and we encourage people to actually come and stay downtown and have the full deadCenter experience.
Yes.
Yeah, on our website there are hotels where you can get discounts and stay the whole weekend. And really the best way to do it is to buy a pass. And that gets you into every film, every party, and those people get in before anyone else. But if you just want to come see a few films, you can buy a ticket for $10 before every screening.
Yes, the pass and the hotel are great tips, especially if you're trying to take the whole experience in.
Yes, because I don't know if I've mentioned, we also have a few parties.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a good idea to stay downtown. And like one of our parties is going to be a pajama party, which will be Friday night at the Aloft, which is our host hotel. But that will be,
across the street here.
That's right across the street from our hotel, or from our office. But that will probably be the third party of the day. So yes, we encourage people to stay, have fun, eat and drink, and then to stay at the Aloft or stay downtown.
Absolutely. Do you have any other, pro tips for people who might be dead centering for the first time?
So don't be afraid. Because there is still, I feel like a lot of people that don't really know what a film festival is. So yes, you can watch films, or you can come and enjoy parties, and that's actually, back in the day, we used to say, come for the party, stay for the films, and now that is flipped, which we love. Pretty much throughout the day, you can get a cocktail and a snack, and that's also something that's really cool about film festivals is that people would be in town. So if you watch a documentary or a feature narrative, you can talk to the director or the producer, and that's what's really, really cool. And you can actually have a real conversation with them, which is really amazing. You don't really get that anywhere else other than a film festival. And that's something special about deadCenter.
Right, absolutely. You can you can really come to understand the film and the filmmaker behind it.
Yes, absolutely.
So if you imagine that we went back 25 years ago, the Cacky from 25 years ago, that first deadCenter you were involved with, and looking forward to today, would what exists today surprise you, or how would you, what would the old Cacky be impressed with?
So I guess we've always had big dreams at deadCenter, and I do think a lot of those big dreams have come true. The fact that we're Oscar qualifying in all 3 short film categories, that's a really, really big deal. We're going to have at least 5 distributors here in Oklahoma for this film festival. That's a really big deal. I know that we have actually sold films in the past. Hopefully other filmmakers will have the opportunity to sell a film. There's always deals being made. I think there's just so much to be excited about. Something also that I think has changed is the film industry has grown quite a bit in this state. So, over 20 years ago, we used to beg Oklahoma filmmakers to submit their films because nobody really was doing anything and no one thought their films were worth anything. Now, it's very competitive. It's very, very competitive to be in our Oklahoma film and Oklahoma short category. And sadly, we do turn down a lot of filmmakers, and we hope they will all come to the film festival because we love all of our filmmakers. We've had over 1,700 submissions, and we're showing 200, which is more than we've ever shown. But that means that we're turning down a lot of filmmakers. And we do have discount passes for Oklahoma filmmakers, so we hope that they will all come and celebrate with us. But it is amazing how much the film industry has grown. It's really awesome.
Yes, and can you talk about how vital has deadCenter become to the sort of local fabric of the filmmaking art, not just in giving a platform for all these movies, but kind of cultivating the filmmaking talent that exists.
So we have, right now we literally have studios here, which is amazing. That is something I don't think I dreamed about 20 years ago. So Matt Payne, who he was one of the co-owners of Prairie Surf Media, or he is right now, he is Prairie Surf Media, but Prairie Surf Studios, is now being torn down to make way for the new Thunderdome. But he actually had a film in the very first deadCenter Film Festival. And we are, someone who, again, gave him his start. Bradley Beasley, he was in, one of the first, film festivals. And he too, he's the one who has gone on to done a lot of Flaming Lip stuff. He's the one Okie Noodling. We were just talking about that. We showed Okie Noodling for our kickoff party. And he actually started the whole Okie Noodling tournament to be the end of his film. He's done a reality series called Mudcats, and that really got started at deadCenter. Kyle Roberts is another example. I remember when he first had a music video, and he really attributes deadCenter with giving him his voice, and now he's done stuff for DreamWorks. It's truly amazing. It's amazing the impact deadCenter has had on the film industry, and I'm so glad we've all been able to grow together.
Yes, absolutely. And it's been exciting as a spectator watching it grow and develop over time. Now, I hate to toot my own horn, but we've got some pretty good stuff on the Oklahoma Today podcast. I'm wondering, is there a possible deadCenter submission? Could that be a possibility in the future?
So, thank you for asking. And yes, but a podcast, we right now do not have that as a category, but that doesn't mean it won't be in the future. That's actually a really good idea.
A video podcast is a growing form.
It absolutely is. And we have included series. So we now have a series portion, and that's only been the last 2 years. So yes, actually a video podcast is a good idea.
Yeah.
In 2026.
Yeah, we have some good clips. If you want to watch me eat the entire Oklahoma State meal I did not I did not accomplish that feat, but I attempted it. It's good video. Well, it depends on your definition of good. Cacky, thank you so much for joining the show today. Is there anything else about deadCenter that you'd like to add?
Well, everyone should come, first of all.
Yeah.
Come enjoy the deadCenter experience. Stay downtown, buy a pass, join us. And all of our information is on deadcenterfilm.org.
All right, yeah. Pass is available now.
That's right, pass is available now.
Yes, thank you so much.
And we also have an app, too, if you want to, on your fingertips, a deadCenter Film app.
Yes, the deadCenter Film app. Thank you so much, Cacky.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun, and just as a reminder, you can get your deadCenter passes right now. Just visit deadcenterfilm.org.
It's seriously one of the funnest things all year.
Yes.
Like, it's so much fun. There's always so many good movies. There's always so many people that you learn about. Like, I for sure named Taika Waititi at deadCenter, right? Like, so many people that come along later and get really big. There's always a chance of a celebrity encounter. The parties are amazing. All the films are really good.
Yeah.
Like the shorts packages especially. There's just so much that goes on.
Oh yeah,
it's so
for sure.
Fun. It's so fun. It's so fun.
And some of those shorts or films are just so popular that if you want to get a seat, go
especially like the
early,
Okie shorts. Yeah, those are always packed.
I don't mean like 15 minutes early. I mean like maybe an hour or
really
something.
Go get in line. Get your pass. It's really fun. It's a really fun weekend.
Yes. Well, now we're going to go ahead and switch it to podvents, the part of the show where we go to the travelok.com event calendar and pick out a few of our favorite gyms. Is there anyone who'd like to go first this week?
I will.
All right. Megan's first.
So I'm going to talk about Citizen Science Day at the Nature Center. Oh. This is at Lake Eufaula State Park on June 6th. And visitors can learn about becoming a citizen scientist.
And what is a citizen scientist?
Well, it's a partnership between the federal government and
citizens?
Citizens. But it's a collaboration between the federal government and the public to advance participation in scientific discovery and research.
Cool.
So basically, people pair up with people at the Nature Center to do like data collection and analysis and just kind of learn about the ecosystem of the Lake Eufaula area. Mm-hmm. And they'll have all sorts of little projects and things that you can work on. And I saw something in the description that said so Citizen Science Day at the Nature Center is June 6th, but this is kind of like a month-long thing where people over the course of June can drop by and learn more about what it means to be a citizen scientist. So if you are interested in science and you want to get involved, then just head on over to Lake Eufaula State Park on June 6th.
Yeah, I think it's a great. I think
like
a
a
lot
good
of
thing to
people
do
are
with-
looking for ways to get involved.
Yeah.
In, science.
And it sounds like a good kid thing. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like get them interested
Yeah,
in things
we
like that,
just-
especially when school's not on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
for sure.
And the state parks can always use some help, like, you know.
Yeah.
So
And that's
it's
a
just
beautiful
nice
park.
thing to do. Yeah, it's a
It's
very
a really nice
beautiful
park. Yeah.
Senior editor Carly Barra, what about you? What's your event?
So one of my favorite things about events around Oklahoma is that sometimes you get the most random combination of elements that you can possibly imagine, and it adds up to be something amazing. But it's very interesting how they came to that exact combination.
Yes.
But anyway, so my event is the Tulsa Youth Opera presents The Hobbit, which, that's right, opera, The Hobbit, and children.
Yes,
Don't know why those things go together, but it works.
but they do. Yes.
Yeah. So it's going to take place at the University of Tulsa Lorton Performance Center, and that's going to be June 7th and 8th. There's going to be an evening performance on the 7th and then an afternoon performance on the 8th. And tickets are anywhere between $15 and $45, depending on if you're an actual youth or like where you sent or whatever. If you want to buy tickets, you can go to tulsaopera.com/the-hobbit. But I mean, it is exactly what it sounds like. It is an adaptation of the Hobbit book that
I might
has
have to
been
go just out of curiosity.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
has been adapted specifically for child performers in
Interesting.
Tulsa, which I don't know what that means, but I am so fascinated to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're a J.R.R. Tolkien fan and you have children, this is right up your alley. And I mean, what kids wouldn't like hobbits anyway? They're tiny people, just like them.
Yeah,
so
exactly. Yeah, and they eat a lot too.
yeah, both of them too. I mean, kids love second and third breakfast.
I know I do. I still do. Well, I think we alluded to this earlier, but Kirsten, can you tell us about your event this time?
As you wish.
Well, I think I might know what this one is.
Yes, if you haven't figured it out by now, mine is The Princess Bride. It's part of the summer movie series over at the Myriad Gardens. It'll be playing on June 4th. The movie actually starts at 9, but the event starts at 7. So make sure you get there early, bring some blankets and lawn chairs because it'll be playing outdoors on the Devon lawn. So it'll be a great time. There's also going to be food trucks there. So there's the Tater Coop, Cutie Pie Concession, the Angry Scotsman, Kona Ice, as well as several others. So there's going to be
So, like the
What?
best possible movie
Yeah.
concessions. you can
yeah, so like a
look
whole
for.
array of options that you can choose. You can get there early, get some snacks ready, you know. But it'll be so fun. And you'll be able to follow along as one of our favorite grandfathers reads us our bedtime story. As Chris said, because you said it earlier when you were talking about movies. That's some bull! No, it's because you said, all right, kids, pull up a chair and listen to Grandpa. Yeah.
Yeah, boomer.
You made No, but you're going to be able to follow along the classic tale of Buttercup, Wesley, Fezzik, Inigo. If you killed his father, prepare to die. It'll take you on a grand adventure for love as they face off against Vizzini and Prince Humperdinck, and it's sure to be an inconceivable night.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
I always like to, and for the deadCenter one too, because at deadCenter there's a free screening on the lawn at Scissortail, and it's always nice to bring like a bottle of wine, or like a 6-pack of beer or something. And she's not kidding about getting there early though.
Yeah.
Like you really do need to get there early.
Yeah,
Cause
and
you get
I
there
think-
at 9, you're not gonna find a place to sit.
If you can't make it to the Princess Bride ones, I mean, they do screenings out
do 'em
there
all
at
the time,
Scissortail.
Yeah, it's a whole summer movie series, so you can go on the website. It should be at Myriad Gardens. I didn't write down the website apparently, but
MyriadGardens.org.
we'll put, yes,
Yeah.
it'll be myriadgardens.org, and you'll be able to find all the dates, all the other movies listed if you can't make it to this one. Highly encourage it though. The Princess Bride is one of the best
I
ever.
bet people will be quoting that probably nonstop
Yes.
throughout the whole movie. Yeah.
I do all the time in regular life, so.
Yes.
Almost every line in that movie is quotable. It's so
I
Yeah.
know, it's crazy. Editor-in-Chief Nathan Gunner, what's your event this time?
Well, I don't have Mandy Patinkin in mind, but it is
Oh,
still a
darn.
really good one. So mine is Saturday, June 6th at 8:30 p.m. We're going to go to Fort Towson Historic Site down in southern Oklahoma. If you've never been to Fort Towson, it's a really cool historic site. It's about it's between Hugo and Durant, right off of U.S. Highway 70. So way down, not Hugo and Durant, Hugo and Idabel. Sorry, Hugo and Idabel. Down on U.S. Highway 70, and it's one of the oldest historic sites, post-colonial historic sites in the state. So it was founded in 1824 as westward expansion was happening and Indian removal was getting ready to happen. They built this fort to kind of mediate conflicts between natives and settlers. It was a major point of arrival for Chickasaws and Choctaws on the Trail of Tears. Its most famous thing that it's known for, though, is it's the place where the Civil War ended. This is where Stand Watie, the last Confederate general to surrendered to the Union, and that was the end of the Civil War. So they are having a night hike. And so what's going to happen is they're going to have their historic interpreters, who are always out there, leading this guided hike of the fort at night. They're going to tell you all the kind of lowdown historic tea that you might not get on a regular tour. And you're going to get to see a different side of the fort than you usually do, because it usually closes at 4:30 in the afternoon. So this starts at 8:30, it's just an hour long. It's $10 a person. And you're going to want to bring seasonally appropriate clothing. So June 6th, I would say at night, probably layers, right? Closed-toed shoes. They were very specific. Closed-toed shoes are always a good idea.
Usually a good idea.
Yeah, you want some bug spray probably, and you're going to want a flashlight. So in between, at the stops when they're talking, they're going to ask you to turn your flashlight off, but so you can find your way in the dark, you're going to want to bring a flashlight as well. And that's going to be really fun. And,
is it like, okay, so you say hike, but is it like a walk, or is
it's
it like a hike?
tour.
Okay,
Yeah, it's like a
so
walking
even if you're
tour.
not super physically fit, you can you'll be
It's
fine.
not I wouldn't. Okay. Hike is a word, but it's a nighttime guided tour. It sounds like it's gonna be really fun.
Sounds delightfully spooky.
I know, right? Yeah, it sounds like a
Absolutely.
really, really good time. So you can go to okhistory.org. There is a thing at the top of the site that says visit. If you hover over that, all the sites come down and you can click Fort Towson Historic Site and get more information. Or the phone number is 580-873-2634.
There you go.
Yeah.
What about you, Ben? You want me to talk about my event?
What's your event?
Yes. Well, for my event, we are heading to Alva, Oklahoma.
Oh, other side of the state.
Yes.
Yeah.
Known mostly as the home for Northwestern Oklahoma State University, and also home to one of the biggest and best arts festivals in Northwestern Oklahoma, which is the Nescatunga Art Festival.
It's a good one.
Yes, it is a good one. And not only is it a great place to see art, but it's competitive. You've got cash prizes from $75 to $200 in the following categories, which are designer, arts and jewelry, digital art, fiber arts, graphics, mixed media, painting, photography, and sculpture. So it's a juried show. Yes, it's a chance to, prove your mettle and compete for art in Northwestern Oklahoma. Now they do, in some years, have a sugar show, which is like a baking competition. However, this is not happening this year. So if you've enjoyed that in the past, I think they're taking a year off on the baking. But you can still enjoy great food and snacks. They have like a gourmet food table there. Yes, so I mean, that's one of the best parts about any arts festival, the culinary arts being displayed. It's free for admission, but you can still, if you have art that you're trying to enter into the festival, there's still time to do that. You can enter in advance on the website, or you can register at the door, I believe, as well. Yeah, so it's free to enter, and it is at the Alva Recreational Complex. Does anyone know Nescatunga, what that refers to? It's actually, Nescatunga is like a small community at the Salt Plains.
Oh.
Yes, and this is where the festival started. This is like the 54th year of the festival. So a long time ago, it was all at Nescatunga, but they've moved it now that it's grown to Alva. Which is closer by. So
Alva's a nice town too.
Yes, it is. And if you want more information, you can go to nescatunga.org.
Fun.
Yep.
That's a good time. I wish I had some talent.
Yeah, I do have talent, but not in any of the places that they're awarding things for. They don't give prizes for, like, I don't know,
Best
Wikipedia
YouTube
deep
host.
dives. All right, well, it's time for star of the show. I'm going to have to give it to everyone behind the camera who's been making sure that the audio has been working.
What a mess.
Yeah, this has been an interesting one to get through, but we
Chris and
made
Bridget.
it, I
Chris
think.
and Bridget, stars of the show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, that's all we've got for you this week. This has been the show known from here to Miami, home of Waylon's Cuckoo Burger, as the Oklahoma Today podcast. Head to oklahomatoday.com to pick up our latest issue on newsstands right now. Send your feedback to oktpod@travelok.com. We'll talk to you again next week.
Goodbye.
All right, let's watch a movie. Yes.
You better believe I'm gonna use my nails. I can't imagine me being in a fight. Like, I feel like I'm so like tough and stuff, but I guarantee I'd be like, no, please.
Yeah.